Alright, so I'm gonna pick up on that league match. I was gonna film with Boba and Clipstick, but they couldn't make it, so I'm gonna try something a little new. I'm probably only gonna play one matchup this time, but I'm gonna play it, and then part of the feedback that I think I'm gonna do is sit back and go over it, I guess on my own and try and see where I made mistakes. So we'll go with that, and then maybe I'll get some if I get any useful feedback from Clips or Boba, I'll relay it. But yeah, I kind of want to. I want to go over my own replay after it happened. All right, we're in against something. T Kudo. I don't see him playing on anything. Well, this is perfectly fine. Got 4 mana, way to Jace. Brainstorms. I'm not particularly enamored with this Tundra, but certainly not enough for me to throw anything back. Forest. Okay, so what, my Nadu then? So I think I still lead on Island. And then I'm going to have to kill a 3-drop next turn. So this is either Nadu or one of the, what's that, natural order deck? No, it's one of these creature decks. Cool. So yeah, he's just gonna grow his creature. That's fine. I don't think there was anything there worth forcing. Maybe I'm wrong. That is a pretty quick clock, though. So I am going to take this time to brainstorm. Okay, bingo, we're good. I'm going to put these 2 back. I'll let him invest a little more in that cub. See what he wants to do with it. Might make him do something thinking he still has it. Another one. Sure. I'm kind of looking out for Legolas's quick reflexes right now. It seems plausible that he might have one of those, so I'm just gonna get rid of this thing while I have the opportunity. An interesting color combo. So what's the blue here for? I mean, these are kind of Nadu colors, so I think it's just another brainstorm. See if we can't find a way to clear this cat. Put back mountain. Put back tundra. Yeah, look around one more time. So if I don't find anything, I don't think I want any of this, right? No, because next turn it's going to be force their next play, probably Jason summon the Scythe Cat Cub. So I am going to shuffle that. Okay. Okay, so we are going to force this. I want this blue. Yeah, sure. So next turn it's a Jason summon. And then maybe we're good. Then we can lock it up with Snapcaster Mage, Swords to Plowshares. Maybe squeeze a brainstorm in. Yeah, okay, there's the cub. That's not surprising. Jace gets hit. Whoopsie. I'm just gonna brainstorm here. I don't feel like, yeah, just there's not even a question about unsummoning. What am I saying? Okay, double plow is very good. I just can't use it. So I think I just play Cryptic Coat, then plow with the open mana. What do I not need here? I don't think I need this Brainstorm, so I'm going to put Swords under Brainstorm. I'm going to Mountain. Blue, blue, red. There's Cryptic Coat. Do I force this? I think I do here. Because I want to... I don't see an advantage just holding this back. So we're just going to ride this Jace out now, I think. Of course it is. Okay. Well, shucks. Just gonna start coat looping, I guess. Yeah. So now I think we're just going into a ground war here. So he does have brainstorms. Okay. We still have this plow for Nadu to bust up that combo if he tries something funny. But yeah, darn. I think what I would have done differently. Maybe I should have snap plowed, but I'm gonna start picking up code and looping because he doesn't. I don't see any other pieces to his combo out, so I feel like I should just be trying to go sideways right now. But after this, I am starting to get a little nervous that he is going to assemble some kind of Nadu combo going. Plagon. Oh, it's this thing. Okay. Plagon and Nadu. Wow. Okay. Did not expect both of those at once. So we're going to kill off this Plagon. That seems like something that needs to happen. I'm just going to play this Narset, and I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to attack with either of these. If he has another Swords to Plowshares, then... You know, honestly, I'd rather just keep my guys around. Or I'd rather get another Narset activation, so I am just going to stick around here with her like this. Now that I know he has Plagon. Where did he exile with that Force of Will? Another Force of Will. Okay, so he's got Nadu. Does he have the combo? Okay, so far no. So that Nadu's got to go one way or the other. There's an Narset activation. Kind of like dress down the most? No. I don't like any of these. I guess I take Counterbalance and try and set up with Jace for later. Use that Plow. He's going to get a card. That's fine. Shaman and Claw. Okay, yes, that was part of his combo. Jace. So what I don't want is... You know what? I am just going to brainstorm here. Okay. I'm going to put these two back. And then I'm just going to pass. I have a land for next turn set up. I'm back on Jace again. Is Plagon a 3-drop? So the magic number for him is like 3, right? Okay, those are his combo pieces. So if I can like juggle a 3 on top, I'll be pretty good. Sure. So I keep both back. So he's going to swing with Delighted Halfling as a 2/3. Yeah, it'll be a 2/3, right? I feel like Jace is how I'm winning this one. You know what? I'm gonna... You know what? I am gonna make this trade. No, it's not even a trade. You know what? I am gonna do Narset. Okay. So, what is this thing? It's a 1/2. All right. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and just... I'm gonna... No, there's no way I don't do anything other than brainstorm this here. Okay, these are all pretty bad. Well, Batterskull I can put in front of things, so I guess there's that. Okay, that's something. So what can I put on top? I think I want to put Batterskull on top to stop a Force of Will, which I think might be something that screws me up, but what's coming is a 3-drop, and that's going to be... A 3-drop is what actually kills me. So... just counterbalance. Okay, so what is this? Plagon. Okay, so this does nothing. You draw a card for each creature. Okay, you're barred from doing them. No, I do not want to. Snapcaster Mage. I plow the Shaman. Okay, is that enough? So all of his big idiots are blue. So all his engines are blue. Okay, so now what's bad? I don't really like Dress Down. He's playing mostly creatures, so I don't think Spell Pierce is that good. I could see myself going down to 1 back to basics. He has enough duels. He's seen me play nothing but. He probably suspects I have one, but I don't know if I want to go all in on it. And then for the last card, these are all pretty good. I think I'm just, I think I am going to get off 1 Force of Will. And then to just do this. Yeah, let's do this. Don't love it, don't hate it. The Staticaster might be pretty good. I'm not gonna love a, yeah, Halfling start. This could get out of hand pretty quickly. Yikes. Plagon's pretty cool. I suspect I'm probably just going to lose that either one of his 3-drops if he casts them. Yeah. Black. Leovold. Okay. Cool. I'm just going to take some bad draws out of my deck. There's one that I did not expect to see. Honestly, this Force of Will is another pretty bad draw now that Halfling's in play. Yeah. Yeah, sure. That's fine. I think I play this coat. I kind of want to start plugging up the ground game here. And I still have a Force of Will backup since this Ponder isn't doing anything. So his last 2 cards would have to be... I think I'm going to fight over this. Because I don't think he's close to the combo yet. Or if he is, if he has it, he just has it. But my gut is that having the combo is a little far off, and right now I'm just dying to this random beatdown from these little shitters. He's got Leyline Binding too. Okay, so... Okay, if he does that, there's nothing I can do. So I take 3. So next turn, I can block and then Staticaster for the last ping. I'll draw a card, but that's what that is. Okay, wow, so he really has nothing else to play besides this. Which is fine. I got a lot of good top decks if I can find them. So the plan is to block his Leovold, ping it with Staticaster, and then just have active Staticaster. Hard for me to imagine he has a way to stop this right now. Yeah, he's going to get to draw a card, but I get to take his, I get to take a thing off the board from him. Okay, cool. Narset. That's a good one. Okay, he's just cashing in a brainstorm while he can. I think I'm taking this Jace and just trying to pull further ahead. Maybe play land this turn. I think I should have tapped that differently because there's definitely a world where he drops a nasty 3 and I Narset into a red blast. But I didn't, so there you go. Oh, shits and giggles. Ta-da. Okay. Look at that. Alright, first, let's Narset. I like a Force of Will. No, I want to, in case he has like a wasteland or something. It's this Jace. I kind of want to clear this. I'm going to put this brainstorm back. I got enough brainstorm effects. I want to clear this Delighted Halfling so we can't kill the Narset since Narset completely shuts off his Plagon line. Yeah, okay. So what are we getting here? Okay, just anything. I don't even want to fuck with this thing. There. There's nothing on the board, but I don't want to give him a free card either. I've got enough stuff going on my end that I just don't want to give him freebies. I'm just not interested. So his 3 drops are all outstanding, so I'm going to do this Teferi under there, land for turn. Okay. Cool. All right, so we're going to go back into my replay, and I am going to try and see if I can find anything. All right, we're going to watch this one back just to see what I would do differently. I'm not going to put sound on it because then you'll just hear echoes. So do I regret anything about this keep? No. In the dark, this is fine. Land spells, Tundra's kind of iffy, which I think I say something to that effect. Yeah, okay. So at this point, I don't know if there's any giveaways I should be picking up on. I've got it down to 2 decks, something with Nadu, which I'm probably okay with, and then some kind of that green, which I think I say in the video, some kind of natural order deck, which is a little tougher, but yeah, okay. So far, that's what I'm thinking. All right, Force of Will's decent. I kind of wish I just drew a kill spell, but yeah, it is what it is. If I have to force something, then I have to force something. Scythe Cat Cub. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty sure it's not the natural order deck, and I'm thinking almost like some kind of Mavericky beatdown. Okay, so that's pretty bad. So at this point, what are my options? I think there's really only one. It's that you brainstorm trying to find something to do. Maybe there was a discussion about forcing the Scythe Cat, but I feel like I have 7 removal spells in the deck, and at some point I just have to trust that I'll find it, and I don't necessarily want to blow a force on kind of what amounts to a vanilla beater. But okay. So it kind of works out. Swords of Plowshares, the best thing you can find. I don't remember what I did, but I'm pretty sure it's Batterskull and Tundra, the ones going back, and then I'm playing Prismatic Vista to shuffle. Yeah, okay. Vista. I don't want to plow it now. It might be a little. I guess I would have to look up what decks play Legolas's quick reflexes, but that's the only thing that I'm kind of like hesitating with right now. So he's probably thinking whatever. So Scythecat Cub, do I force this? I don't think so. It's just another vanilla beater, and now that I have a Swords of Plowshares, Snapcaster is another thing I can get. So I don't think blowing force is good here. So I'm pretty sure I just allow this, and then white, yeah, sure. And the second, oh, yeah, and then the second he pops that, I just plow it just in case he's got a freaking reflexes. Just don't even give him the window. Shuffles my deck, which is exactly what I want. Yeah, okay. And this is all pretty generic. So what do I do here? Pretty sure I just play Coat. Yeah, just play Coat, develop a board, because what I'm... Oh, maybe not. Okay. In retrospect, what would I have done? Maybe in retrospect, I think I would have played Coat just to put material on board. Although then the concern is that, yeah, because I want to keep my option of Force Pitch Coat to resolve a Jace. Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I did and just brainstorm. So it doesn't work. Tundra, Mountain, go back, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I've got to play that as another island. Play Flooded Strand. Because the other thing I'm thinking in the back of my head is I can just unsummon this Scythecat Cub next turn. So I should be fine. Did I want any of this? I feel like I probably should have kept this in retrospect. I would put, if I had to do it again, I'd put back Mountain, Narset, Stoneforge Mystic, and draw the Stoneforge and Narset. Because I didn't know he had Plagon at the time, to be fair, at this point, but maybe I should have smelled it. But I think that once I get Jace on board, I do need to develop some kind of presence to defend, and that's what Stoneforge Mystic would be for. So in retrospect, I think I would have kept this, but I'm pretty sure I didn't, if my memory serves correctly. Yeah, so I shuffled that, and I got a Snapcaster, which is kind of a removal spell. And no, not kind of. It is a removal spell. What am I saying? So now what? Nadu, yeah, this one I'm just not interested in playing against. Yeah, Shiva Ponder. Okay, he has another cub. So now, so just to be clear, I force the Nadu before it hits the board because I want to play my Jace and just unsummon Scythecat Cub and have a clear board. Yes, Noble's there, but it can only peck for 1. And then after I unsummon with Jace, my line was to Snap Plow, which I'm pretty sure I did. But that doesn't happen if I let Nadu resolve and just, kind of ruin my day. So yeah, here's the Jace window. You have to unsummon the cub. Yeah, sure. And then I have Snap Plow for him. Okay. So I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a Snapcaster Mage Swords to Plowshares on Sidecat Cub, leaving Snapback as a blocker. Um, although I think I should just Jace Brainstorm to start to see where the hand develops into. Yeah, okay. So I do that first. Okay, so I pretty much get what I want, but now I'm pinched on. But now I'm pinched on white mana, which is not great. Yeah, so then I still I put coat under. What did I put under coat? I put brainstorm under coat. Yeah, okay. Do I regret that? You know, in retrospect, I think it probably should have been forced to go under it. Plagon doesn't do anything other than like cantrip, I think, because of Noble Hierarch. And yeah, by taking this line, if something does happen to the Jace, then I'm kind of stuck in top deck mode and I don't have a brainstorm to dig out. Although Snapcaster is kind of all those things, so maybe it's all right. So I do want to force this back because I feel like having a board presence with Jace is going to be very important. Yeah, and so I just have to hope his last card isn't Plow at this point. Or at least that's the path I've committed. I haven't seen removal yet, so you know, it's probably I don't know. I feel like I played to a decent out, and if he just has it, there's nothing you can do. But I mean, yeah, there it is. So Jace goes down. Not ideal. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so pause. Do I think that plowing this is a good idea? He's got enough mana. At this point, I don't pin him on natural order, which would be the only reason I think I would burn a plow on Noble Hierarch. If there are decks with Plagon and Nadu that play natural order, then I guess that's that. But I don't see Noble Hierarch as a threat at this point, for better or worse. So yeah, I'm just gonna go wide. How many cards did you draw off this? I actually haven't seen Plagon before this, so yeah, he draws 2 cards, so he counts himself. Okay, so that Plagon was pretty good. Yeah. And then what did I do? Yeah, okay. So now, I mean, the line's pretty clear. There's a plow. Pew, sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the take here is Jace. I don't see an issue with that. I do want to grind him out. And then the only other thing I can think is, should I be attacking, pressuring, but I want to keep my Narset, so I'm just going to put 2 bodies in front of him, make him clock through it like that if he's got more removal. Okay, so he did have Nadu. He had Delighted Halfling. Sure. I could have been dead there, but I don't know how I would do that differently. I ideally want a second white mana here. So that's potentially a second white mana. So I know I went with Counterbalance. I'm thinking about it again. Dress Down can be good to turn off like one of the two. I'm going to stick by that. I don't think Back to Basics is very good at this point in the game. So I think really it's between Counterbalance and Dress Down. If I had to do it again, I think I would probably just take the Dress Down since that answers one of their threats like Nadu without letting them get value. Yeah, I think I would take Dress Down instead. And then I'm pretty sure I just Brainstorm here, right? Yeah, just Brainstorm it up. Put back Jace and a Brainstorm probably. Yeah. Or no, Jason. Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. So he's going to Swords. So I have no regrets about making this block here. Keeping that Narset alive turns off all his Lords of the Beach. And I have a never-ending army of tokens. So yeah, I can sleep. I'm fine with that. So that one is a little bit worrying because now we're in the territory where a Nadu off the top can kill me. So here's a turn where I think I should have done something different because I know I Jace Brainstormed and he just put something on top with Meticulous Archive. So in retrospect, I think what I should do is just cast the Brainstorm, pick up and put down Cryptic Coat, and then +2 Jace to see what's on top and tuck it. Yeah, I don't think I needed 2 Brainstorms. Yeah, so I think I should have +2'd on Jace to see what's on top. Because like the whole premise of that is you don't I know something good is on top of his deck because the opponent left it there. Unless that's one hell of a head fake. But yeah, I think this was bad here. Because right now what I'm deathly afraid of is a Nadu off the top. So I think it's Batterskull under Snapcaster Ray. What do I put back? Oh yeah, Batterskull on top to beat a 5 with Force of Will. Although that's not particularly relevant right now. Yeah, so that was a total mistake on my part. I lucked out. This could have gotten out of control fast. The issue is that I should have definitely ending Shaman in core, and just made him have it because if that Plagon is a Nadu, I don't know if I lose on the spot, but that is definitely a big percentage bleed. I'm just by blind luck that was a Nadu or that was a Plagon, not a Nadu. I don't know why I didn't Prismatic ending the Shaman on core. I guess I'm just being stupid. Well, no, I have Snap Plow. No, I have Snap Plow. I'm okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have Snap Plow. I'm okay. Okay, so we win that one. Do I sideboard differently? Consign for Plagon feels a bit excessive since I think that's the only ETB creature he has in the deck, or at least the only one I've seen. I do like Staticaster a bit. Let's see, what did I take out again? I would probably keep in dress down. If I had to do it again, I'd probably take out 2 forces, a spell pierce, and a back to basics. But I don't know. Based on what I saw the last game, I'm gonna stand by that cutting one back to basic was the right call. Had I seen shit like the domain white removal spell, leyline binding, then I probably would have reconsidered this back to basics. But at least based on what I saw game one, I'm comfortable standing behind my choices. Um, about the only thing I think I would do differently is trade in a dress down for a force of will. But okay. So halfling. So should I keep this? I think this might be a Mitchell call. We're on the play, so I think there is a little more margin for us to mulligan if we want to. But I'm also kind of in my head that I just want lands and spells, and these are a lot of lands and a lot of spells. The only downside of the hand is this: like if he has any reasonable follow up after this delighted halfling, I'm in deep shit. Because I can't answer a Nadu, I can't answer a Plagon, I can't really do anything. Yeah, so he plays Leovold. Now I get my Force of Will, Daylight, a buck short, whatever. So at this point, I'm thinking that I just need to get this Cryptic Code in play and force with, is it Staticaster? Because Staticaster's not doing anything. Yeah, so here's my codes. So far, I don't think I do anything differently. Drawing the blue Ponder was nice because it lets me force and not pitch my Staticaster. So I'm trying to think about what the arguments to not force here are. You would save it for a combo piece, but right now the issue is that he's only got 2 cards in hand. Plagon is the worst possible thing that happens. He draws 2 cards. Nadu is kind of a blank, other than it just being a vanilla beater. But what I think is going to kill me fairly quickly is this 4 power that he's potentially just going to keep adding to. So I do think that I do think this is defensible, but I would not be surprised if it was wrong either. So right now I believe I've achieved stability. I wonder if this is a beanstalk deck too. Probably not. No, there's too many 1-drops. So yeah, I think I played this fine. I just let that go through. I think this Rest in Peace was a mistake. I've only got 3 Snapcaster Mages for graveyard shenanigans, so that's fine. But I think the same thing I said is still true. I'm just gonna block and ping with Staticaster. He'll go up a card, but I mean, not really. I still have my Staticaster on board, so it's not entirely a loss. Yeah, okay, so he draws. So in retrospect, I should crack that fetch land to take one more bad draw out of the deck. I know it worked out this time, but taking out an extra island would be a good idea. So in this case, I believe I should have tapped blue, blue, white and left up Mountain Flooded Strand. Because right now this Flooded Strand can't get red because I have Volcanic here and my mountain's in play. So if I did find either of my red blasts, I'm kind of boned at this point. So that right there, I'm pretty sure is a big mistake. If I leave it up white-red, I have all the removal I need. I have the removal colors covered. So you're just going to brainstorm, sure. Oh, whoopsie. So, no, I don't regret this. Yeah, I'm taking freaking Jace the Mind Sculptor. Yeah, of course I am. Okay, so hold on. Ah. Yeah, so I take Force of Will. Okay. I'm a big believer in not giving your opponent. I'll say this: I tap the Volcanic because I'm a big proponent of not giving your opponent an ability to wasteland you and influence your decisions. Because if I left that red up, if I left Volk as my red source and they wasteland it before they play something, then I'm kind of up the creek. Because they can just go to second main and recast it then, and then I have this thing that I can't do anything. Then I have this red blast I can't do anything with. I'm pretty sure that's my rationale there. And now I have access to my removal colors, which is mostly what I need here. What I'm looking for is a blue blast or swords. I don't get either, but I still have this Force of Will up. I'm probably putting back Cauldron, Brainstorm. Oh, okay. And then I think I'm just going to probably... Okay, so I am just getting rid of it. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want anything getting through on my Narset, and I don't want to spend Force of Will stopping a removal spell on Is It Static Caster either. So yeah, I agree with that. So he does nothing. Alright, what did he play? Oh, he plays Nadu. Yeah, I think I have to force this, because even Jason Summon gives him a card. There's no way that once this enters play, he doesn't net a card, and this is a combo piece, so why not just take it off board and not hand him a card while you're at it? So yeah, I agree with that force as well. Okay. Yeah, just brainstorm, Kapow. I want Teferi on top so he can't drop like one of those dumb 3 things on him, so Island under Teferi, yeah. Land, counterbalance. Yeah, okay. So he's had enough. What do I think? So I think I noticed a few differences of what I would do. I'm curious to hear what Mitchell and Company have to say, but I feel like I handled that one pretty cleanly. All right, until next time.